Learning English, Comparative and Superlative Forms. Hello everyone and welcome to our English language learning video series. In this episode, we will be focusing on an important topic in conversational English: comparative and superlative forms. Understanding how to compare people, places, and things is essential for effective communication. So, let's dive right in. In this section, we will explore how to form comparative adjectives and adverbs. Comparatives are used when we want to compare two things or people. Here's how we create them. 1. Short adjectives. For short adjectives, we usually add "er" to the end of the adjective. For example, fast becomes faster, tall becomes taller. 2. Long adjectives. For long adjectives, we use the word "more" before the adjective. For example, beautiful becomes more beautiful, interesting becomes more interesting. 3. Adverbs. To form comparative adverbs, we usually add "more" before the adverb. For example, quickly becomes more quickly, loudly becomes more loudly. Remember, when comparing two things, always use the word "then" after the comparative form. For example, she is taller than him. In this section, we will focus on superlative forms, which are used when we want to compare three or more things or people. Here's how we create them. 1. Short adjectives. For short adjectives, we add "est" to the end of the adjective. For example, fast becomes fastest, tall becomes tallest. 2. Long adjectives. For long adjectives, we use the word "most" before the adjective. For example, beautiful becomes most beautiful, interesting becomes most interesting. 3. Adverbs. To form superlative adverbs, we usually add "most" before the adverb. For example, quickly becomes most quickly, loudly becomes most loudly. Again, when comparing three or more things, use the word "the" before the superlative form. For example, she is the tallest person in the room. In addition to the regular rules we just discussed, there are some irregular forms that we need to be aware of. Here are a few examples. Good becomes better, comparative, and best, superlative. Bad becomes worse, comparative, and worst, superlative. Far becomes farther or further, comparative, and farthest or furthest, superlative. These irregular forms have their own unique patterns, so make sure to memorize them. Congratulations! You've now learned about comparative and superlative forms in English. Remember to practice using these forms in your conversations to become more fluent and confident. Keep up the great work, and we'll see you in the next video.